All right, the government just released a report on economic growth for the third quarter. And CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger joins us now to tell us what happened and how the economists missed the mark on their recession call so far. So the numbers are in for summer, Jill. How'd we do?
It was really a sizzler. Gross domestic product, which tallies the value of goods and services sold in the U.S., it increased by an annualized pace of 4.9% in the third quarter. That is more than twice the pace of the 2.1% we saw in the second quarter and 2.2% in the first quarter. So what gives? Well, we, consumers, we propelled the third quarter growth with a lot of spending. And all of that spending occurred despite high interest rates. So this was really a good result.
Yeah, and earlier this year, you and I talked a lot about a pending recession, whether we were in a recession, when this recession would start, how long it would last. It almost seemed inevitable. Everybody seemed to pretty much be on board with it. And it appears as though they got it wrong. I mean, things could still change moving forward. It's looking less and less likely. But how did they get it so wrong?
You know, economists do something that is kind of interesting. They go back in history and they try to isolate other periods of time that are like the current situation. Now, if you look back and you see when the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates by so much and so quickly, it really did lead to a meaningful slowdown and quite often a recession. This time around, not the case. Now, that could be due to the large amount of COVID stimulus dollars that built up for both consumers and businesses, and also an unusually resilient jobs market. I've been saying this all morning. I feel like the economists really do make meteorologists look really good, because meteorologists mostly get it right. Economists, not so much.
You have no idea how close to home that hits. Let's talk about moving forward with the Fed, because they have a policy meeting next week. What do you expect to come out of that?
You know, in this report today, we did get some evidence about inflation. And when you pull food and energy out, because we know oil prices did spike, they have retreated now. But if you pull out food and energy, we see that prices have been going down. And Fed officials have been giving a lot of speeches which seem to indicate, because of the improvement in inflation at the core level, they'll likely hold off on any action next week. That leaves one more meeting this year, in December. Right now, the bond market has a prediction of just a 20% chance of a 0.25% increase. At that meeting, I don't even think they're going to do that. So my guess is, and I'm not an economist, I just have a Fed decoder ring, I think they're probably done with this rate hike cycle. That doesn't mean they're going to cut anytime soon, but I think they're pretty much done.
Well, that's certainly encouraging, and hopefully the markets respond in a positive way. Jill, thank you so much. Always appreciate it. You can see Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell. For more analysis, go to JillOnMoney.com.